Alright folks, I go to the store, post office, Mexican store, and look, white stuff on the ground. I keep forgetting to lock the store from behind me. We got snow last night, but not that much. Actually, the whole ground was covered, and now it's mostly melted off, so that's good. I guess Old Man Winter didn't get the email where there was no more snow allowed this season. Hopefully he's got it now. Hey everyone, welcome to a new day. It is Tuesday the 16th. It's about noontime now, and I gotta stop at 3 places. Gotta go to the post office and gotta go to the Mexican store for some tortillas. I'll be making some chicken enchiladas tonight, and I'll be making a new dessert tonight. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, so you have to watch to see what it is. Later on this week I'll be making another new dessert. It's not new, but it's new to me. So yeah, and then I gotta go to Pick and Save to get some fur baby food, also known as cat food, and a couple things for the dessert. So don't really need anything, so let's get going. Okay everyone, we're at the Mexican store, and I am going to take you guys in there again because every time I take the camera in, I had my phone camera and I was holding it, so I always had to cut off the video. This time I'm going to put you on the chest harness and you can walk around the Mexican store with me. I'm looking for our tortillas that we like, and I'm going to check out their buffet. Glenn likes a certain meat from there to see if they have it, and you can just take a look around. Alright, so let's get going. Alright. Oh. Well, it is not looking like they're going to have our tortillas. Oh. Oh, they don't have Glenn's red meat that he likes. Okay, so I did get Glenn something here. I probably sound all muffled. I have my mask on. They do have Mexican bread over here, but it's never fresh. Most of the time I don't bother. It looks like it would be fresh, but it's not. You never get fresh stuff here. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. Alright everyone, so done in the Mexican store, done at the post office, going to Pick and Save now. I may bring you in there also. I don't think I've taken you through the store. So yeah, I did get, they didn't have the brand of corn tortillas that I like, so I did get some other brand. I did fry up some of those last week. They were okay, but I did get Glenn some Mexican style steak, which is basically cut up steak with juice and onions and peppers and all that good stuff. So he'll have that for breakfast tomorrow with some tortillas. So yeah, let's get going to Pick and Save. These avocados are rock hard. Okay, I need some whipped topping. So now you know that's for the dessert. I've got one whipped topping at home, so I think I'm going to grab two. 4 for $5. I like the extra creamy, and this is the Kroger brand. So I'm going to grab 2 of those. Alright, Kroger's got a sale on the Neapolitan sandwich ice creams. This is a 12 count for $2.50. It's $2.50. No wonder the shelves are wiped out here. So I'm going to grab one of those. Oh. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I think I'll just grab one of those. Even if you don't get the 2, you'll still get the 1 for $2.50. Yeah, you don't have to buy the amount in order to get the sale price. So it's a pretty good deal. Alright, I'm ready to go. Ready to get out of here and go home. Alright. Alright everyone, it's time to make our dessert, and I have all the ingredients in front of you. So it feels like I haven't done this way in a while. It seems like I've skipped this portion for a while now, and I kind of miss it. So I hope you like this. So anyway, let's get to it. The ingredients of what we're making, and what are we making? We are making a no-bake peanut butter Twix pie. So that's what we're making today. I've never made it before, but Glenn came across the recipe and wanted to give it a try. So, and I'm kind of diverting from the crust a little bit, because the reason it's called a peanut butter Twix pie is because the original recipe calls for shortbread cake the shortbread cookies crushed up like the graham crackers, and that would be your crust. So that's why it's called a peanut butter Twix pie. So I'm not using shortbread cookies because I don't have any, and I didn't buy any. So I'm going to be using the graham crackers. So that part I'm changing, but I'll leave the original recipe down in the description below if you want to use the shortbread cookies. So let's get to our ingredients. I have a pie tin here. This is the one I got at the Dollar Tree, and I've used it once, and my crust stuck to the bottom, and it's never done that before. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with this butter no stick spray, and hopefully that works. So for the crust, I'm going to use 1 cup of crushed up graham crackers and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Now normally I would put sugar in that as well, but I'm already putting a 1/2 cup of sugar in the peanut butter mix. So I don't want to over sweeten this because it's going to be whipped topping as well. So, all right, so for the pie crust, again, 1 cup of crushed up graham crackers and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. So that's going to go in there. And then everything to go in the pie filling: 1 cup of peanut butter, creamy, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're going to use, okay, so let me revise on the whipped topping. You're going to need 2 containers of whipped topping. These are the 8-ounce. And you're actually going to probably use only 1 1/2 of it. So, cup of peanut butter, teaspoon of vanilla, 1 8-ounce pack of cream cheese, and that should be softened at room temperature. And then for the pie filling, you're going to use 1 whole tub of whipped topping. So that's going to be the pie filling. Then the chocolate that's going to go on top of it is going to be 2 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips melted. And then when that's melted, you're going to put about 1 cup of the other container of whipped cream into that, and you're going to fold it in and mix it up. And that's going to be your chocolate topping. Okay, so I hope I didn't confuse you all. Oh yeah, there's a 1/2 cup of sugar that's going to go in the pie filling as well. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to set up to make the graham cracker crust, because that will go in the freezer while I'm making the rest of it. Okay? Alright everyone, so I hope this angle is going to work for you guys. I hope you like it. I guess I just try different angles to see what works better and how it works for you guys as well. So, alright, so I have my 6 tablespoons of melted butter for the crust and my cup of crushed up graham crackers. I didn't even have to crush any up today. I already had some. So I think I'm going to take the rest of my graham crackers, just leave 1 pack out or 2 packs, and crush up the rest so they're ready anytime I need them. Alright, so I got my spray, and I'm just going to... I've actually never worked with... that should work. I've actually never used non-stick spray. I just kind of smear butter or something on it. So, alright. So now we're going to pour in our graham cracker crumbs and pour in our 6 tablespoons of melted butter. And I usually, like I'm doing right now, just do it directly in the pie tin. A little tongue twisted today. That's normal for me. So, alright, and then I just kind of mix it up. I usually just get my hands in there, which I'm probably just going to do right now, because I'm going to have to spread this out. Alright, so yeah, just take your hand and pack it together. Now I didn't put any sugar in this, as I normally do. So, and I just take my hand, spread it out. Okay. So yeah, I don't come all the way up the sides, but that's okay. We'll leave it at that before I do make holes in there. Little hole right there. Okay. I'm just like a kid. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the freezer for until we're done making the other stuff. And when we're ready to throw the pie filling in there. Alright, be right back. Alright, so we're going to make our pie filling next. And I have my 8-ounce container of softened cream cheese here. I'm just going to pour it in. Now it says you can just mix the cream cheese until it's creamy. Mix the cream cheese till it's creamy with a hand mixer. But what if you don't have one? I do have one, but what if you don't have one? You know, so you can just do it by hand if it's soft enough. So let's do that. It's mixing up with itself just fine. I think I like this angle better than from directly overhead. I don't know. I'll try it a couple times, see how it works. Okay, so next we're going to put in our peanut butter. That's 1 cup of peanut butter. Alright. Now I need a knife to get all the peanut butter off of this. Oh, I don't know why I'm bothering doing this. It's going to get mixed up anyway. Alright, and we're going to put our half a cup of sugar. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're just going to mix that all together. We're going to mix this all together before we fold in the whipped topping. Again, if you have a hand mixer and you want to use that, go ahead. But everything is so soft that it's working just fine. And this is kind of rubbery. I mean, it's silicone. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Like I showed you, we got that little bit of snow. It had covered everything, but it was so little. There was no like inch or any. I don't even think it was an inch. But I hear out west, Colorado and Wyoming got hit pretty good over the weekend. Not to be mean, but better them than us. Alright, so peanut butter is mixed in with everything. Cream cheese, sugar, peanut butter, and vanilla extract. So this is what it looks like. So now we're actually going to put in 1 tub, and that's an 8-ounce tub of whipped topping. Again, brand doesn't matter. You know what I do when I open a whipped topping? I really just got to run my fingers through it. I have to have the first bite of the whipped topping. That's just how it is. I love whipped topping as much as I love cheese. And what I'll do with the empty tubs, I don't keep them, but I'll just rinse them out and put them in the recycle thing. Alright. It's kind of like me with cheese. I like food with my cheese, and when it comes to whipped topping, I like pie with my whipped topping. It's pretty simple. Alright. Now you can fold this in or mix it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing all this together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it all folded in. This is what it looks like. It's a lighter color, obviously, with the cream cheese and the whipped topping. But it actually does, it tastes like cream cheese, peanut butter. You can taste the cream cheese, you can taste the peanut butter, and you can taste the sweetness of the whipped topping, the slight sweetness. I'm glad I actually didn't put any more sugar in the crust itself. Now, let me just tell you that the original recipe where Glenn found this, that person made it, I don't know if she called it keto, I don't know. But she made it with like naturals, peanut butter, low-fat sour cream, and all that healthy stuff. So I just substituted with normal stuff. So just so I let you know about that. You can use all the low-fat stuff, But I understand if you're diabetic, you can't eat a lot of this stuff, so I'm sorry, but I will enjoy it for you. So, all right, I'm going to bring out the pie crust and we're going to put it in there. Okay, everyone, so apparently it did not record me putting the filling in the pie crust. So I don't know what happened. I was sure I pressed record, but when I looked, it was on the desktop or wallpaper of my phone. So anyway, I put the filling in the pie, and that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and we'll come back and make the chocolate topping for it. All right, everyone, so now we are going to make our chocolate topping, and I have a cup of whipped topping here already measured out, and my 2 ounces of chocolate chip here in the bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and microwave this for 30 seconds at a time until they're all melted. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have my chocolate chips melted. You can see there's no lumps from any chocolate chips in there. Maybe it's hard to tell, but it actually did take me a couple of times of 30 seconds at a time to melt them, probably because I had such a big bowl and so few chocolate chips in there. So, all right, so now I'm going to put the whipped topping in there. And I'm just going to mix it in. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and finish mixing this all together, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have the pie out now, and now I'm going to put the frosting on. Now, this is a very rich frosting. It doesn't look like a whole lot of chocolate, but it tastes like a whole lot of semi-sweet chocolate. So, yeah, now you're just going to spread this around. Yeah, the initial look of the frosting, it doesn't look like it will be enough for the pie, but I definitely think it is. Now I think I kind of killed the Twix part of it once I used graham crackers instead of shortbread cookies, but we'll leave it at that. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we're just going to put this back in the refrigerator and let it chill for a little while. We have to eat supper anyway, our chicken enchiladas, but there it is, no bake peanut butter Twix pie, and I'll show you when we cut it up. All right. So I opened the whole bag of chocolate chips just to put 2 ounces in that. So what I did with the rest is I put them in this Ziploc bag and labeled them what they are and how much is left in there. I don't think I really need to put the date on because they won't last that long anyway. But my goal is to, I guess this is story time. My goal is to actually put them in these containers that I got at the Dollar Tree. Just adjust the camera there. These containers right here, these fit perfectly up here, and I eventually like to just like remove these small ones and line this up with these containers. So in here I've got powdered sugar in here, coffee goes in there, creamer, marshmallows, oats, white rice, and then I'd like one for chocolate chips, and I'm not sure, well, all these little small ones, but anyway, that's just I just like to line them up across here, this little shelf here. So you see I have this Quaker Oats. This is a real old one. I'm not sure what year it's from. We got that at a estate auction, I believe, or estate sale or something. So it's pretty old Quaker Oats thing. And I usually throughout the year, when there's no holidays, I have this lined up with tins, old tins. But I'm going to end up lining it up with all these containers. But the only thing I have left here is the Quaker Oats container. And I don't know about you, but like, I love the smell of Quaker Oats. If you open that up, it has still had that old Quaker Oats smell, and that smell and the box itself reminds me of my dad. When we were kids, he used to make Quaker Oats for us all the time, and he made it so good, and we had toast and dipped our toast in it, and it just, and me and my brother used to call that F Troop. I don't know if you can see the guy on there, but me and my brother just, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if what my dad referred to it, but I think he called it, he said it in Spanish, and we took it as F Troop. So throughout our whole childhood, we went through our childhood calling oats F Troop, and we actually thought that's what it was called. So just a story. But yeah, the reason I leave it there is the smell inside is gone now because stupid me put it in the tote where all the Christmas stuff was, and the smelly Christmas stuff like aromas of pine and all that, and that got inside, and the smell of the Quaker Oats was gone, and so I was quite disappointed. So, but yeah, just I leave it up there because it reminds me of my dad and our childhood. So yeah, quick story. All right, I hope you like my little Easter stuff there. This is I don't have enough to go around, but I took this off our holiday table where I have all the Easter stuff on there, but I wanted a decoration for the kitchen here too. So I kind of put it back and forth. So anyway, all right, I'm going to clean up some dishes. I got some dishes to wash, and I'm going to, it's almost time to get started on the enchiladas. So stay tuned for more. All right, everyone, so we are ready to cut this pie, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I don't have a lot of faith in how it's going to come out of this pie pan, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to this pie pan if it doesn't come out. So let's cut this pie. I think I'm going to take out a big piece. Yeah. Well, let me try to carve the edges out. Oh, looks like it might come out. All right, let's take this thing out. Oh, it's coming out. Look at that. folks, this is Glenn's piece. I'll show it to you. There it is. No bake peanut butter Twix pie. And in our case with the graham crackers, I don't know. We'll just leave it at a Twix pie. Alright, I'm going to give this to Glenn. I'll come back and cut my piece and give it a taste test.